I've spent most of the day recovering. I was at a scout thing yesterday. I was on my feet the entire day.
Oh,
Took them on a hike and came home and my legs don't work anymore. I was carrying a heavy pack as well, so my shoulder doesn't work either. And I'm like,
oh wow.
it's not good.
So can I ask you? Say Scout? Is it like Boy Scouts or
Yeah, yeah.
equivalent of?
It's the British Scouts, so I'm a
Hmm.
scout leader for British Scouting overseas. So yeah,
Okay. So if you don't mind me asking, do they allow girls in the Boy Scouts?
absolutely.
Okay.
Since a very very long time, and they're not called Boy Scouts. It's just the Scouts. So
The Scouts. Okay. Oh, I see. So it's been like a commingled. What do they call it?
for a long time. Yeah,
For a long time.
but it's been like that since I was in the Scouts.
Okay.
It's decades ago.
Yeah.
It's only I think America that calls them the Boy Scouts. Everyone else just calls them Scouts.
Right.
And I think what I was at this weekend, it was an international camporee. So in and
Oh,
around
cool.
Brussels, we have a lot of international scout groups where you have people who have formed scout groups under their own national association. So, for example, we're the British Scouts in Belgium.
Mm-hmm.
Then there were some Czech Scouts, there were some Finnish Scouts, Danish Scouts, Slovakian Scouts,
Oh, wow.
etc. And we have like a little camp where all these different nationalities come together and camp together in one of the local campsites. So that was really cool.
That's cool.
And all the troops have girls except the Boy Scouts of America, and the Boy Scouts of America group happened to have recently imploded because they all graduated. And now there's just the scout leader left, and he hasn't got any scouts left. So he was there all by himself.
Yeah. No,
But
that's
yeah, I
that's
never really understood why the Americans are so reluctant to let girls into the Scouts. You know, are they living in the
That's
dark
because
ages?
there's Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we have the guides as well. Right? That's a female version of the Scouts, and that's just for girls. But yeah, the girls are welcome to join the traditional full Scouts if they want. You know,
Yeah.
I've only got 3 girls in my troop at the moment, though, out of 25 in total. No, 23 in total. But I did have a period a couple of years ago when we had more girls than boys in the troop, but it varies.
Yeah. I imagine. Well, we should only. Jen should be here in any minute now, so I hear her running around upstairs. I didn't bother to change, so. Now, one thing. Remind me. Well, I could take a look at our party sheet. Trying to to remember if I had handed out all the possible
Is the
next.
server up? Because I can't connect to it at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Um,
no, now it's connecting. It's connecting now.
yeah,
It
actually, I
just took
left
a
it
long
up
time.
a couple hours ago before I left. So,
Yeah, it just took longer than I expected, that's all. So the first time I gave up and quit, this time I left it run and it actually finalized. So it's all good.
yeah. Now, did we skip last week? I think. Or did
Yes.
we? We did. Okay. Um, yeah, I think someone had prior arrangements, if I recall. Um, so to sort of reset. Well, maybe I'll wait. I'll wait another minute for Jen to hop in.
Yeah, last week it was your church thing as well, so it's fine.
Oh, that's right. Because yeah. So our son is getting active in the church, so that's partly why we're running behind here last couple of weeks. But Jen is here. Are you dressed for adventuring, Jen?
That depends. What should I be wearing?
Well, probably something warm, many layers.
Oh, then yes, absolutely, I am.
Yeah. You just peel off later as you get warm.
Yeah, I mean, the car's cold, outside's still warm, the church is cold. Got a layer.
So to recap, I think where we left was you'd had the ritual at the abbey, which destroyed the shard. You'd had a conversation, I think, at the library about the spear. Yep. We had a debate
and
about
the armor.
Yeah, and the armor. And then I had an education on spear versus javelin.
Oh yeah.
And it sounds.
And we paid them very handsomely to keep their mouths shut and explain to them the consequences if they didn't. So
that's right.
Hopefully they fear for their lives.
Let me make sure Okay. And then I think the general idea was perhaps a return to Holmgren via the Magic Road.
Mm-hmm.
Was there anything else you wanted to do here in the big city, or?
I would like it if we could get back here without having to take the Magic Road. Hint, hint.
Yeah, I was just looking to see what my rune status is. So far today, I've not used any, and I only have 3 static runes up, so I got scope for a couple more. But where to put it? Somewhere where it won't be disturbed.
Probably at an inn then.
Yeah, I think we still have our room at the inn. Did it have any pictures on the wall? Because I might do the same as I did in the Grande Inn in Holgrim.
So maybe not put it in a room in the inn, because, the last thing you want to do is drop in on a different inn patron. Although that could be hilarious, so...
Well, I'm sure you could find some sort of furnishing or painting on the wall if that's what you do want to do. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know how I would handle personally dropping in on somebody else. It seems like you could have a Monty Python sketch on your hand.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking mostly if we drop in during the day, normally the room shouldn't be inhabited, but then we might find ourselves inside a locked room. It can be entertaining to get out, but where else do you guys think we might be able to put one? Maybe in the library, if we find some shelf.
Libraries tend to get burnt down when regimes change.
Wow, that's cynical. I think this library looks like it's been here a while, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the
it should
chance
be okay.
of this city being razed or ransacked is probably very low.
And also, if it does get razed or ransacked, maybe we don't want to get back here in a hurry. So.
True.
Well, maybe we want to be in the temple then.
We could, yeah.
I like the library.
The temple is also good, but then the temple, I think, given recent events, is at more risk than the library, yeah. Mm-hmm. Because maybe these bad guys are going to get really upset about the temple destroying their shard. So, whereas the library, no one's got a grudge against the library yet. Yet.
Well, I'm sure we can make a grudge like we've done elsewhere.
Yeah, let's not upset the library. They've been nice guys to us. But yeah, if we can maybe find a piece of art then tucked away somewhere and then inscribe my runes on the back of that. Okay, so back to the library then. And then we will ask them just to browse their books as we were doing before. And you can check up if you need to Because oh no, we're still in. Are we still in the library? Because did we finish in the library at the end of the last session?
That's
Well,
quite likely, yeah.
yeah, I think we were still in the library. So okay, we'll just ask if we can check out some of their books again. Were there any artworks on the wall in the stacks in the library?
I would say there at least some part of the library is going to have some artwork, perhaps areas where you might collect a book and read.
I'm sorry, I thought that we specifically were not in the library because I didn't want to go back there and have them asking about the book they were going to borrow.
Okay, so we.
I mean, you guys can go to the library. I'll stay out.
No, but where did we finish last week then? Because the last thing I remember last week was us finding all the stuff out about our things.
That was
about
that's
spear
my
and
memory. Yeah.
I think we were in the inn though and having conversations because we're yeah, because the armor was like we were inquiring about the.
We were told to go find our woody druid.
Yeah, because the armor that we had to disenchant, so to speak, that was before we went to the library because he'd only just got the armor then, and we needed we've got to remove the thing, and we just missed the guy, and then we went to the library afterwards, and then we asked about the spear, and then he asked about his new armor and his new what is it, axe or a hammer or axe. Axe.
Right. And I think that we had just finally left the library and we were back at the inn. And that was when I got some clarification on the book that I had that was Mara's that I thought was a mundane magic book full of magic stuff that wasn't special. And then found out that no. Yes, it is full of that, but there's also a couple of spells that Mara invented in the book.
Yeah, she would have told you that at the Abbey when you spoke with her. But she didn't actually indicate which spells.
Right. And so that's what I think I had said I was doing was I was going to see if I could figure out which spells were hers and just remove those pages from the book.
Okay, so maybe while you're doing that, we can head back to the library to do some runing.
Because I don't want to give the book to the library with those spells intact.
But then, are you planning to take that book back to the library before we go?
It doesn't have to be before we go. It just has to be at some point.
Okay.
Why do you not want to share the book as is?
Because I don't know that Mara would. Well, yeah, I don't know that Mara would want those. Didn't she give me an indication that the spells are special in some way, or am I misunderstanding?
I don't think she would have told you that there was anything particularly special. She would have. I think she had said something along the lines of, this is a good book, and she'd actually done some of her own research and put it in there. I.e., there are some spells of hers in there.
Okay.
But have you learned everything you can from the book, or
no? And that's why I was going to have the library make a copy for me.
You don't want to leave it because you don't want to be without it. You want to continue to try to glean spells from it.
Right.
You can't do that if it's not in your possession.
You can't do that if the library have it and they're making a copy of it. So
right.
I do recall something along the lines of how long it would take to transcribe it.
Yeah, I think it was going to be like a week.
Yes, it was going to be a week at least.
So what I'm saying, guys, is we could totally then leave the book at the library as long as we plan on coming back in a week.
I think you should hold on to the book for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your
because if we don't come back soon, then given that you're, as you keep reminding us, 50 XP away from level, you might appreciate having
forgot about that.
New spells handy. Yeah.
I forgot about that. Thanks for the reminder. Always
So
good
yeah.
on people.
Okay, well, you can spend some time, like I say, studying the book. We'll head to the library and then inscribe our runes. And then what's the plan then? To head back to the keep? To head back to Holgrim?
I think Holgren, because that's where the magic road takes us, and then from there
Okay.
probably go to the keep.
Because I can
Yeah.
get us straight to the keep if we want, but then it's used a whole bunch of my static runes for the day.
Yeah, no, we don't want to do that.
Right.
We've got a road trip. And then also, is my um is my safety deposit box? It's at Holmgren, isn't it, or is it
No,
at the keep?
the keep.
Okay, cool.
Did we already get tattooed or not?
Yes, we did.
We did. Okay, cool.
And maybe that's where we ended. Was we were debating? Okay, can you get the tattoo and then activate it later?
Ah, yeah, it's in my notes. Yeah, Sorak, Arista, and myself have both tattoos. Okay. Yeah, so that's the plan then. So you're going to study your book in the inn. We're going to go back to the library, find some artwork to inscribe a rune on the back of to be able to portal back here. And then we're going to come back to the inn, gather our stuff. And depending on the time of day, either wait till the morning or head out straight away if it's still fairly early in the day. What time of the day is it at the moment?
I would say it's mid-morning.
Yeah,
Mid-morning.
and this is a different time zone too.
Yeah, but I think it might be best we rest up after that, so I can use my static runes to make use 3 runes to make the new portal. I can maybe put shielding on you again on your new armor. Now we've taken it off our random dwarf, and then I can wake up in the morning with a fresh set of runes, and then we head back to Holgren. If that's all right.
That works for me.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So that's what we do. We head off to the library.
Okay. So what's going to be difficult is how discreet you want to be to take a painting off. I'm assuming you're going to take the painting off the wall. Do some inscription on it, which will take you a few minutes, right? And then put it back on the wall.
Yeah. So what I can do is how much were we watched when we were in the stacks? I guess there was someone around in the room, but not necessarily with us.
Yeah, it's not that busy. You would probably get a good 5-minute break here and there where people will not be paying too much attention to what you're doing.
You just say we're admiring the artwork.
Yep.
I'm going to see how it was attached to the back to the wall.
Or we can arrange for the dwarf to run a distraction, like ask him if he can use the facilities, and then while the curator or librarian or whatever is off showing him where that is, I can whip the painting off the wall, do my inscription, and set it back up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tiny bladder dwarf, always a good distraction.
Yeah, I can imagine them muttering something under their breath. Oh, they're dwarves and their tiny bladders. Yeah, I don't think we need to really worry about rolling for that. We'll just assume that you can do that. And so when you return, you would be returning to sort of a general area in the library. It would be somewhat open.
Yep.
It won't be like behind a bunch of bookshelves. So
yeah,
if
okay.
you do that in the middle of the day, there's a chance you might have some surprise
Please,
patrons.
bro. Yeah.
But okay, so you've got a room to return to, and I'm sorry, what other runes do you have for recall runes? You had.
I've got one at the keep and one in a room in Holgrim.
In Holgrim, okay, sorry, you said that one in the Grand Inn.
So that's 3 that I've got now. I can only have 5 static runes in at a time. So I've got those 3. I've got one on my on a redirect rock. I don't have one on a lure rock at the moment. and I don't have one on the dwarf. So now I've tied up an awful lot with these portals.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I think the Holgren one we can probably get rid of at some point.
Yeah.
Agree.
Okay. So you've got your rune inscribed at the library.
Yep.
And Jen, what did you want to do? Oh, you're back at the inn.
Yeah, I'm at the inn. I'm hanging out. I'm studying my book.
Okay. So you see the elf and the dwarf return. They look quite pleased with themselves.
Oh, good. Everything must have gone well.
Yes, yes. I just need to cast shielding on the dwarf's new armor, if you don't mind. That is, Sorek.
I can definitely.
And if you want to come up with a slightly easier command word this time, that would also be good.
I kind of like Armor Runicus.
Armor Runicus. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, so can we stay just the rest of today and stay in the inn tonight? Then I feel quite refreshed in the morning because I'm pretty tired today.
Sounds good.
Casting
First thing in the
runes.
morning, we'll go back to the Navigators and have them take us back to Holgren.
Sounds like a plan to me.
That might have been the very last thing we did. Now I think about it, was sending off Johnson.
Yeah.
That
Well,
was
after we sent him off, we then got the tattoo.
Right.
Okay, that wasn't. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a tattoo, so yeah. Okay, so we stay the night at the inn, hopefully not too eventfully.
Yep. Fairly innocuous evening. Nothing happens. At least nothing out of the ordinary. And assuming that you're just gonna sleep there till the morning without any other activities, you are preparing to depart, right, in the morning?
Yes.
Okay. So the innkeeper will, as you're leaving, he'll say, by the way, there was a man and a woman asking about you three last night.
Oh?
And I didn't see you, or I would have told you sooner.
And what did you tell them?
Oh, I didn't tell them anything. They said they had seen you around here and they wanted to know if you were staying here. And I said, oh, no one here by you three, by the description of you three. They did describe you pretty well. They said a dwarf with... He describes what you're wearing. An elf and a lady.
I flip him a gold piece and thank you for your discretion there.
Oh, of course. No problem. Thank you. You see him kind of take a bite of the coin and make sure it's solid gold.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
Did they say anything about why they were looking for us?
No, they just asked if you were staying here, if someone fitting your description.
And how did they look?
Well, the woman was quite tall and had some very thick robes. She had a cowl over her head, so I couldn't quite see her, but I could tell she had long black hair. And the man looked, I don't know, pretty average. He had just a white blouse and some brown trousers. They looked more high society than anything. Little
Does that
fancy
sound
dress.
like the people who came into the inn that time? Not the tavern, but the inn
I don't
when
think
we had to
so.
escape.
It might match the woman. Yeah, the woman who came in at the end, who was sort of, you could see, was commanding the rest of the witches and the warriors that were in the inn. You know, when he talks about her being tall and having the black hair, that does match the woman. I don't know if you recall, but right before you escaped out the window.
Yeah, she came in through the right side, or the
Yeah.
east side.
Yeah, it was actually the left side, I think, the western side. It was the door farthest from you. There were other women. They were all shorter and dressed much like the poor woman in the woods whose house you burned down.
Which he
her.
never lets us forget.
Right. And then after a few minutes of the patrons starting a fight with the women and the men that had poured into the inn, another woman kind of burst through the door, and you could tell everyone was... The offenders, the folks who had invaded the inn, they seemed to jump to her command. So it was quite evident that she commanded all of the attackers.
Yeah, and she was the one I was referring to when I said did this sound like the people who came in at the inn?
Yeah.
I think that she came in on the left side of the map, the west side of the map, and then there was a guy also with some authority who came in on the east side, if I remember correctly.
It was just, yeah, maybe.
They did come in from both sides. I do
Yeah, they
remember.
did come in from both sides,
Yeah, and that's who I was trying to figure out if this description matches. But even if it matches just her, then that's enough for me to say, yeah, time to get out of here. But yeah, I thank the tavern keeper, and we let him know that we were planning to leave anyway, as indicated by the packs we have with us. And thank him for the stay at the tavern there.
Well,
At
my
the inn,
pleasure. Come again.
Surely we'll remember this place, sir.
Too bad about the tavern down the road.
Yeah, I heard about that. Nasty business.
Don't know if you'll ever recover.
Some people just have bad luck.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go. We won't tell the innkeeper where we're going. We'll just go back to the navigators.
Okay.
Yep.
And he's not terribly nosy, so he's not going to ask you. All right. To the Navigators Guild. So, as before, when Johnson left, was it the day before? So yeah, yesterday. You'll find the bald man who greets you at the entrance, and he'll ask you what your business is.
We're here to return to Holmgren, please.
Holmgren. Yeah, okay. Well, one moment. And he'll disappear behind the curtains, and you'll hear some hushed conversation, and he'll return, and he'll say, yes, I've been told that you've got a return ticket, return to Holmgren, but I must tell you that there has been a new development in Holmgren. And so I would, we can certainly get you prepared for the return journey, but I would be very cautious if I were you. It seems that there's been quite a series of events, and it appears that there's currently a revolution of a sort. And so if you're actually intending to go into the city itself, then I would be just be cautious. It seems like the local citizenry may be staging some sort of revolt against the...
If I remember, when they gave us the portal out, they took us outside of the city into some... Yeah. So we don't need to go into the city if we're going to start making our way back to the keep.
That is correct, yes. We'll return you to the same place you left from. It's the magic circle, if you will. It's just outside the city. So if you could avoid it, I would highly recommend it.
Thank you very much for the advice. It's much appreciated.
Where's a good thief when you need one to go recon?
Where's a good what?
Thief.
Thief, yes.
To go do some recon.
Right.
We are very much missing a rogue. And speaking of which, did you have any progress in finding a new player? Or
I haven't checked in about a week. I had put the word out on a couple forums. I think the TLG forum and I think the Fantasy Grounds forum maybe. But I was thinking about that yesterday, that I think we need to add one more. And it sounds like you would prefer someone to be a thief?
Yeah, I'm easygoing. It can be a rogue or can be a cleric. A bit more healing wouldn't hurt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I think Jen has some ability to heal, but yeah, I would certainly wouldn't argue against a cleric. But,
you know, it doesn't need to be a fixed class, but we do have some gaps in our skill sets, let's say.
Yep, definitely. Well, I will, actually, when we're done with this session, I'll do the rounds. I'll post thanks. The ad. But,
so, yeah, well, back to the game.
So, yep, you'll get led into the same room you recall when you were brought here. There'll be a circle of a sort. Someone else other than the man you originally met at the entrance will show up and sort of beckon you inside the circle. And he'll sit down cross-legged and begin some sort of hand-waving ritual and a low chant. And then after a few moments, the room will start to get hazy and you'll see sort of dancing rainbow colors all around you, swirling. And then a moment later, that will subside and you'll realize that you are now outside in a forest. And you have returned to the area right outside of Holmgren.
Yeah, I totally thought you said florist.
Florist.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. So if we look at the map of Holmgren, it's it would be right under the sign that says Holmgren. Actually, probably a little bit farther south and west, but in that general direction if you're looking at that map.
Yeah. So if we head kind of northwest-ish, then we'll catch up with that road that led us down into the town in the first place.
Yep. You could pass out of sight. You're not in sight of that gate when you return. So. And as was mentioned before, it is a couple hours later now. So you've definitely traveled a couple time zones.
Okay. So I always got it wrong because I imagined Holmgren as being off to the west and Ianoka to the east, but it's obviously the other way around.
Yep, the other way around.
Okay. All right, so we will head back up towards the Dalman Wood to try and find our little friend who sits on a
Our-
little rock in a pond or whatever it was. What was his name again?
Does anyone remember?
Written down. Let's see.
Evander the Wise.
Evander, yes.
Well, that's what someone has called him.
But Evander.
Evander the Boxer. I mean, the Wise.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, let's talk how we're going to proceed there, because it is quite a ways on foot.
Yes, it would be like a day's travel, if I remember right.
Oh, I think it would be a couple days if without horse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where did we leave our horses?
We left them.
Did we say we'd be coming back for them? I think we did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
we did.
stabled them
And they're
in
in
Holmgren. Yeah.
So maybe we do need to go into the city to get our horses back. If they're even possible with the uprising going on.
Well, the uprising is not against. Well, yeah.
Yeah, but anything goes when people start
Yeah.
rioting. Yeah.
They get crazy.
Maybe we just want to go on foot. Shame I destroyed that room portal that we had in the witch's cave. Huh? Could come in handy now. Well, it can get us, like I say, to the keep.
Yeah, it would be to be honest. It would be closer from the keep.
Yeah.
Have about at least half the distance.
And we might be able to pick up new horses at the keep. So that would help too. So do we want to go back to the keep?
I say yes.
Yeah, we should have asked the navigators if they could have taken us somewhere else, like Womford or nearer the keep. But oh well, we're here now. Okay, so we thank the navigator who brought us and ask him to make sure he stays safe. Because I guess he's going to be heading back into Holmgren.
He just sort of politely nods. You get the sense maybe he doesn't speak common.
Okay.
He just sort of nods, and a moment later sits back down and he begins to repeat the process.
Okay, he's leaving. Okay, no problem. I'm going to wait until he's gone because I don't want the navigators thinking there's some rune mark stealing their business. And
On the foul of that guild.
we'll move a little way away in the woods, a few hundred yards at least, and then I'll find a tree to etch the rune to activate the static runes at the keep and return us there.
Okay. Let's see. Which version of the keep do I want to go to?
Yeah, because he etched it on like a tree right outside the keep itself.
Well, yeah, kind of outside. It was down underneath the escarpment and in a little copse of trees, so it wasn't too visible from the roads or anything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think it's if we go to the map just called Keep. Oh, I'm sorry, it says Keep A.
Yeah, I think it was where that big tree is that we see at the bottom of the very bottom there.
Yep.
Yeah, bottom right.
Yeah.
Okay. And let me a moment.
I'll cross off my rune. And okay. I will, yeah.
No goblin encampment.
Always a good thing.
head up and head in, or are you just gonna take this point and then travel westward?
Well, we were going to see if we can get horses, so it's better that we head up and head in. I will already inscribe a new static rune on this tree to already set up the return portal.
Okay.
It's an expensive day. Half my runes gone already.
Holy moly.
Well, I think we should go in and see what get out of the deposit box what we need to.
Yes, let's do that.
See if there's any rumors. That's what I would like to do, is see if there's any rumors at the inn.
That's a good idea too. I like that one.
We can also check with Priest to see if he has any messages to send to Evander since we're going there. Let him know we're returning.
I think I'll have to see Priest because what I need to get out of the safe deposit box, I need to be destroyed.
What would that be?
The collars.
Oh. Okay. And you're going to take it to him to destroy them?
You know, maybe it's better to ask Evander.
Well, are they supernatural, or could we just, like, give them to a blacksmith to melt down?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Whatever.
You get the sense that could probably be the steel that's within them or the iron that's within them could be recovered.
Okay.
So that's not a stretch.
Okay. All right, then. We can do that then.
We don't need a One Ring yet.
And we're going to go see Evander, so I might as well take the scepter with me.
I'm going to go and just see if I can pick up where I got my arrows before. I'll see if I can pick up just another couple of silver-tipped arrows. Or silver arrows, sorry.
Okay.
I just need 2.
Give me a moment. Let me bring up the...
So Arista's going to the safety deposit to collect her stuff. I'm heading off to buy some silver arrows. Sorek, what are you going to do?
I'm going to go drink.
You going to drink?
More rumors, maybe.
Yes,
floating
right.
around.
Looking for rumors.
Yeah, see if there's anything new.
From that goblin attacker.
Plus, I really need to drink.
How did it look coming into the keep? Were there any signs on the gates? Any damage? Any signs of repair? Or
well, if it's only been a few days, all told, since there was that attack, so there's still some repairs being done, but you can tell that it's they've been working on it for several days. You are recognized at the gate, and they sort of rush. They open the gate and let you in. So they have not yet forgotten you.
I give them a casual salute on the way in then to thank them.
And yeah, but other than that, nothing else has changed since you left. So who do we go to first? Jen, do you want to take care of getting your...
Oh, sure.
Yeah, let's take care of the bank first.
Yeah, let's do that. I go to the bank.
Yes.
Hello. I would like to access my safety deposit box.
Well, of course. Do you have the key?
I do.
Okay.
Here it is.
So he'll go into a back room and you hear it sounds like very big chests being opened, and he will return with a bundle with your items in it.
Okay. And all of my items are in it?
Yes.
Excellent. I'm going to close out my account. I no
I
longer
see.
need this box.
Oh, well, may I ask why?
I am relocating.
Oh, well, that's great. So I guess I'm sorry to hear that, though. So we'll be,
Trust
well,
me, if I'm back in town, I will be sure to do business with you again.
that's great to hear.
And I'll recommend you to my friends.
Very much appreciate it.
My pleasure.
So you're just going to recover all your items. Okay.
Yeah.
I believe you.
I may go back later after we talk about what exactly it is we're going to be doing. But for now, just take all the stuff.
Okay. I believe you had, like, paid for about a month's worth of...
3 months.
3 months?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At least that's what the notes say.
Well, I knew it was at least a month. So, okay. So you're going through your things. We'll come back to the inn. Barton wants to go, what, shopping?
Yeah, well, I'm just shopping for my 2 arrows. Literally 2 silver arrows. That's all I want to buy.
Silver arrows. They need to be silver tipped, huh?
Silver arrows.
Silver
That's the
arrows, yeah.
description.
Let's see.
Sorry, must have
And
missed why it is you need silver arrows.
Just to
well,
complete his
I
quiver.
don't, but when you do, then they're very handy to have. So
Gotcha.
I'd rather pay the extra just to have them. Since I've got 18 silver arrows and I can have 20, I just want to fill it up, stock up while I'm here. You know.
Gotcha.
And I bought the last ones here, so I just go back to the same guy and say, I lost a couple. Would you mind replacing them?
Silver arrows, 2 gold. Let's see. Well, at this point, 2 gold is sort of chump change for you. So you find them in stock.
Cool.
For 2 gold apiece.
2 gold. That's so expensive. Okay. And then I head over to the horse merchant or the stables where we picked up the horses last time.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to find the price on the horses. You want to buy them outright, yes?
Yeah.
It was like 75 gold, I thought.
Yeah, I think it was that.
That sounds about right. Let me check real quick. I wonder where I find that. Is that in...
It's in the equipment list in the player's handbook. Equipment, page 61.
Yep, 75.
Ornament.
Yep.
Yeah, so arranged to buy 3 horses.
Okay.
I asked him if he can knock it down to around 200. Since I'm buying 3, of course.
Normally I'd make you do a charisma check, but we'll just yeah, he's agreeing. That's agreeable.
Cool.
You're a hero. Of course.
Of course.
I need a hero. Okay, I pay him with 200. That's how many platinum? 20, yeah.
20. Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot. Okay. You guys better pay me back. Yeah?
Absolutely.
Yep.
That's half my stash gone now. Okay, I ask him if I can keep them at the stables until we're ready to leave, of course.
What's my share? How
Oh,
many
of course.
plat?
75 gold, so 7.5 plat. Or 7 plat and 5 gold.
Okay, I already took it off mine.
Okay, I've added that back onto mine. Thank the stable guy, and then I head back towards the tavern to see how the dwarf is doing. And he's probably
Okay.
already racked up some rumors by now.
Yes. So once again, you get recognized, Sorak. You'll see a few other folks who sort of, he's back. I knew he'd be back.
There we go. Sailor rumors. Yeah. Hey,
So Romy.
first round on me.
See, I told you he was a real good dwarf. You guys, you keep talking bad about the dwarves, but I tell you, this here, he's a shining example of his kind. Roll me a d20.
Tower now. I did tower, so.
No, that's right. All right. You hear that it sounds like the armies to the east are on the march and preparing for war.
Shit. Yeah, it's a new one.
Against who you didn't quite make out, but you want to try for another one?
Oh, yeah.
You can do it out in the open. Yeah, well, you know, they say there's more than one tribe of orcs in them their caves.
Which caves?
Caves of Chaos, I'll bet.
Yep. If you look on the overland map, there's a mention of caves to the north and east. Look on, I think it's the map.
I think I'm looking on the wrong map. I'm looking at Trailing
What's it
Star's
called?
current location.
Yeah, no, that's it. I think it's on there. Let's see.
There's no caves that I see. Maybe it's a GM overlay.
No, it's so if you see the road, the north-south road.
Oh, Caverns of Chaos. Yeah,
Caverns
sorry.
of Chaos. Yeah. I'm sorry, it's caverns, not caves, but same thing.
Yeah.
And just to set a reference, you see where it says ruins. Those were the ruins that you.
Yeah, that we went to before.
Yep.
Yeah.
So a bit to the east. And you also would know then too that where you see sort of dark and gray, those lands are sort of very swampish and dead. There's like no green growth in that area.
Okay.
So there's sort of a natural border here that this keep is guarding a break in the mountain. I want to say ridge, but it's not ridge. What am I thinking of? Mountain line here. And to the west, things are, it's a temperate area to begin with, and so there's still green. You've got grass, mostly grass. Very small brush. And then there's a point where if you're passing through the pass there between the two mountain ranges, the land just kind of very quickly graduates from green and vibrant to dead and decaying. And the ruins were smack dab in the middle of that. So back to the tavern. You want to try again?
Yep. First, I took off my 7.5 plat. So back to you.
Thank you.
And how much do I owe for buying the round for the tavern?
Well, the first round, since you bought a round for everyone, we'll say is 5 gold.
Okay.
And then everything after that is if you're just if you're sort of buying
I'm just kind
wine.
of
What's that?
okay. I'm just kind of after that, just buying for myself.
Okay. Yeah, it's a silver for a mug of ale.
Yeah.
So that's another 5 gold then.
Yeah. Each time I'm going to take 5 silver off for each time I listen for rumors.
Okay. 1 second. 18. You know what they say? Beware the mad hermit of the Northlands.
That hermit of the north.
Or is it the West? I don't know. They just say mad hermit of the North or West. I forget. Boy, this ale's good. That dwarf, he's a heck of a handsome lad, isn't he?
Handsome.
I'm going to inch away from that guy a little bit.
Is Arista back at the bank counting her gold?
Oh,
No, Arista is actually going to go over to Blacksmith.
I'm also going to take a detour because there's something I forgot. Evander was sorely missing tobacco, so I'm going to see if I can source him a good pack of decent pack of tobacco while I'm here.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah.
I totally forgot that.
Me too.
Okay, one more roundabout.
I don't like that one. Let's roll again. Yeah, you know what? Speaking of the caves, you know what they say? They say there's a fair maiden imprisoned within. Fair maiden. You wouldn't know a fair maiden if she bit you in the ass.
Oh my.
I think somebody's getting drunk.
You think?
Yeah, and it's kind of very early evening at this point, so or late afternoon, rather.
What did he say about the fair maiden?
He's imprisoned in the
Within
cave.
the caves.
Tavern.
Ooh.
Yeah. This would be a couple hours, I'm thinking.
I don't think it even has to be that. I mean, you could probably pick all this up over half an hour.
I'm thinking more of me consuming a flogging. I don't want to be laying on the floor when Arista on.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not Johnson.
We already know you're lightwait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
just
the
gonna
lightweight. I'm not the lightweight.
Us dwarves, you can handle our ale. I'd say you could probably get another one in without worrying about getting too smashed.
Okay.
But I think after that, then you're gonna have to start worrying about how that alcohol's sitting.
You don't like 11, so I gotta reroll.
No, you know what? We'll do 11. You know what happened up in my mind is drawing blanks today. The city to the north, the volcano.
Womford.
Womford. Why is that so hard to remember for me? Well, you know what they say happened in Womford? They say they let some sort of creature out of its cage. Yeah, it was something imprisoned deep in the earth, and they let it out.
Yeah, we don't know anything about that, Governor.
Nope.
No, not at all.
Nope. You know what? I'm going to go back to the well one more time.
You know, I heard you guys talking about the caves. You know, they say that there are piles of magic armor hoarded in the southern caves. Ah, that's a bunch of crap. No, I've heard it. My uncle's sister's cousin told me.
Sounds good to me.
Uncle, sisters,
Buy that.
cousins are always right.
I'll buy that guy a flogging. So that'll be another.
See, I told you
Gold
those
armor.
dwarves, they're not as bad as you say they are. Ah, they're still dwarves. Just 'cause he likes to drink a lot. Look at him, he's half drunk already. Told you.
Let me do a con check.
Yeah, let's do that.
I just hope you're capable of telling us about all these rumors when by the time
Right?
we get
I
back.
plan on it. If I don't get smashed.
Yeah, that last one, they might have gave you a little more than the typical. They like the coin is
I don't
flowing
want to
from
be
you.
a John.
You're very very jovial all of a sudden. You're laughing a little too hard at everyone's jokes. And this is the third time in the last 15 minutes you've had to get up and empty the tiny bladder.
Hey.
Princess
That
has
was
been
all
wondering.
a ruse. I have a bladder the size of a keg.
What'd he say? A bladder the size of an egg? Seems about right. Like
Keg, you delinquent.
keg?
Clean out your damn ears.
There's got a keg in the back. What are you talking about? You half drained it yourself, dwarf. But hey, you're all right in my book. You're buying all these rounds.
Interesting.
So yeah, to push it at this point, you may not even be able to make it back to the others.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just gonna chill.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That is unless they come and rescue you.
Yeah.
Do we need to?
No.
Just I hope they're gonna come here.
At some point, we will.
Let us see. Did we get Vartan's second? He said he were going to do something else besides the arrows.
I was going to do. Did the arrows and the horse. I was going to go and look for some tobacco too.
Oh, the tobacco. Yeah.
Good size pack of tobacco for our friend.
There is both a provisioner and a
tobacconist
and a trader. So I imagine a trader would probably have something. Let me double check. And he does, but he has a very small selection. He's got something he calls the Toby leaf and something grown from Holmgren.
I asked him about both and what he would recommend to a connoisseur.
Well, they're not exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong; they're both really good leaves. I myself prefer the Holmgren blend. It's grown by those fine tobacco fields in Holmgren, not far from here. You ever heard of it?
I've been there once or twice, I think. They have some strange customs down there.
Oh yeah, they do. Say, I've heard that something happened in the last week or so, some sort of coup or something. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
That would be quite a shake-up in the city, I'd imagine.
Yeah, well, that's what I heard.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll take the homegrown tobacco that you've got then. And if you could tell me more about what you've heard from down there, it would be appreciated. So I take a decent big pouch of tobacco, stuffed full, as much as I can get. Well, not as much as I can get, as much as I can carry without too much inconvenience,
So he offers you a pound of the
Pound is a good amount, yeah.
pound of the homegrown tobacco for 7 silver.
That's
You can probably get him a pipe.
yeah. And how much for a pipe, good sir?
It's on the house. I've heard you were helpful a couple days ago with the goblins.
Much obliged. Yeah. They. Do you know where they came from or what that was all about?
All I heard was that apparently they were upset. Someone they liked got killed, or somebody killed one of their priests or something. I don't know. I don't speak Goblin myself, of course, so I just
Yeah, but people talk. People talk.
Oh, they certainly do. But
I can't imagine who would possibly kill a goblin priest. Who would go out of their way to do such a thing?
Well, no such thing as a good goblin, right? Right. So, as far as I'm
Well,
concerned,
yeah.
they all can get killed, but I don't know. I guess they got touchy.
Well, thank you very much for the tobacco. It's for a friend of mine, and I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
Well, my pleasure.
Okay, now I go back to make sure that the dwarf is still alive in the tavern. Find out what he's learned.
The dwarf will be well into his fifth or sixth ale. He can't count. To him, it's his third. But if he asks
I don't know.
Ask the barkeep, it's his fifth, and he'll be chatting up somebody at the counter. And Jen, you were going to do what?
I'm going to the blacksmith.
Oh, the blacksmith. Oh, you're gonna melt down the
Yeah.
strange contraption.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the strange contraptions to the blacksmith and say, "Hey, what would these be worth if I were just selling these for the metal?"
Wow, what are these? I've never seen anything like this before.
I know, right? But yeah, just the metal.
You use these for horses? Are you a farmer, or what are you doing with these?
Yeah.
Wow, these are strange.
They certainly are. But you were telling me how much they'd be worth just for the metal.
Well, just for the metal? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, how about I just buy them off you? I think I have a couple of farmer friends I have that might be interested. Maybe they could use these.
Yeah, no, just the metal.
Just the metal. Wait, I don't understand. You
Well,
have the metal. What are you? I don't found enough
yeah.
on you, lady.
What's the value of the metal in them?
Just the plain metal? Well, let's see. I gotta think about this one. Let's see. Helmet's worth 9. You figured raw materials maybe 3 gold. You got how many of them? It was one central, like, big collar, and then
4 little ones.
4 little ones.
Uh-huh.
There's probably 15 gold worth of metal here.
You interested in the metal?
Well, I'm interested in them as they are. I'm not sure why you want me to melt them down. I mean,
All
I
right.
could melt them down if you want, but then I'd have to charge you.
Well, if you're not interested in them, then if you're not interested in the metal,
I just don't know. Well, okay, you suit yourself.
All right. So if you melted them down in front of me, how about 8? I'll sell them to you for 8, but you got to melt them down in front of me.
Well, it's too bad they weren't silver. There seems to be a run on silver around here lately.
Yeah.
Demand for silver arrows, I hear.
No.
8, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's a great deal.
I tell you what, make it 6, and you got a deal.
You got it. But you got to melt them down right here while I'm watching.
All right. So, I mean, it's gonna take a half an hour or more. I got to get this furnace up to temp, and
That's fine. I'm watching.
it takes a while for this kind of steel to melt.
Yep. I understand. You said silver, right, Mark? 6 silver.
Gold.
Oh, gold. Okay.
I have to say, this is a very strange request.
I don't want them to be used.
No, I understand that. I'm trying to think why a blacksmith would be motivated to destroy something that has something with a lot more value intact.
Yeah, but if he's not going to have a chance to do anything with them as they are,
yeah,
then at least he can get some value for himself out of this. But
yeah, true that. Okay, so what did I say?
Yeah, he just got the metal
gold?
for real cheap.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean,
About
frankly, I'd have given him if he'd had melted them down, but you know.
Yeah. All right. Well, you see him start up his bellows and his forge.
Yeah.
And he starts working the bellows a bit. And it definitely looks like it's going to take at least 20-30 minutes just to get the furnace up to heat.
Sure, I got time.
All right. So let's go back to the bar. To the tavern. What's Sorak doing? Are you happy? Are you sated? Are you ready for another round?
Let me see. Even odd. I'm feeling like I want
Another one. All right.
check.
Roll again. You already had that one. No, you don't have
Well,
to
that's
roll. Oh, that's your check. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, this one's hitting you as well. But go ahead and roll your rumor.
Okay.
I heard a rumor. I heard a rumor.
You know, I heard you guys talking about the caverns. You know, if you guys ever happen to go there and you get lost, you beware the eater of men. The what? A what? The eater of men. You know what men is, right? Well, this thing eats some.
Orak's not worried about that.
Well, do you guys think they'd eat? Hey, do you think they'd eat dwarves? Well, probably. Although I hear that dwarves are chewier than men. Looking at the looks of that dwarf, I kind of believe it'd be true.
yeah, if it's another worm, I'm not going near it.
Having deja vu flash.
But these caverns are starting to sound very interesting. But
Lots.
after we go and visit Evander, I think.
Right. Is Evander at Lake Halborn?
He is south of the lake.
Okay.
But in that general area.
Yeah, you have to go.
I remember now, I think.
He's down where the river meets the wood.
We can check on, what's his name, who went with us last time, see if he's recovered yet.
Johnson?
No, the was it Johnson? No, not Johnson.
Menlaus.
Menlaus.
Menlaus. Oh no, we did take him. Did we get him resurrected?
Yeah, you took him back.
He was on the, yeah.
And it did sound like they were going to be able to resurrect him, but it was going to be a monumental task.
So we should drop in on him, really, since we're back.
Mm-hmm.
Ask him if he wants to go on another adventure.
Don't forget, he's not allowed to talk back to us, but that won't stop us from asking him questions. So.
Might make some interesting sign language. Okay. So, has Varatan joined me in the tavern now?
Sounded like he did, and if he did, that's good because
Okay.
at this point you're a bit stumbling. Sorry.
So I walk in now, and I see the dwarf staggering a bit at the bar. I wander over and slap him on the shoulders. Ah, Sorak, I guess you've been getting to know the locals here quite well. How's it going?
Oh, they have good.
I see. I see. Well, given it's only lunchtime, I guess you've already
I
planned.
drank my lunch.
I can see this. Yes. Is this tavern and an inn, or just a tavern?
Just a tavern.
Okay. Did you stop by the inn and book us anywhere for tonight?
No.
I think maybe we should do that, eh? And then I start gently guiding him away from the bar.
I'm telling you, that's him. That's the elf. Nah, doesn't look like an elf to me. I'm telling you, that's the elf.
I look over at them and raise my eyebrows.
See? It's the ears. Forget the skin. Look at the ears. Oh.
Wiggle your ears. Wiggle your ears, Varatan.
I'm not wiggling my ears for them.
I told you he was weird with a dwarf and some lady. Yeah, the pretty lady, but she looks stuck up.
Varatan tries very hard not to grin at that, but fails. So, Sorak, yeah, you've definitely made some impression on the locals here. They seem to be good friends of yours. Now, let's get to that inn and find a room.
I think I could use for a sitting down.
Yeah, sitting
Maybe,
down.
maybe
That's
something.
How about a lie down, right?
Nah.
So I start guiding him over to the inn, and then we can inquire for rooms for the night. On the way over, I start asking him about what he's learned, so see if I can get some of these rumors out of him.
There's a whole bunch of crazy stuff in them cavern. You know, them thing. Good place.
Okay, yeah. What sort of things?
Supposedly there's like a woman in there.
A woman
got
in
lots
the
of
caverns.
money.
A rich woman in the caverns. Why would a rich woman live in the caverns? You're not making any sense, man. Dwarf.
No. She's imprisoned in the cavern.
Oh, and by whom?
I don't know. But she got lots of shiny stuff. Armor or something.
We should go check that out, huh?
Oh, but there's a hermit. He's mad about something.
Okay, I think maybe you need a rest, and then you can maybe explain all of this to us a little bit better. Huh?
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, of course.
I think I just need something to drink.
Water, perhaps.
Water.
Or milk.
Milk. That's sissy drink.
It's just as well. They can't get no money around here anyway. Yeah.
Well, I'm feeling a little off. I think maybe I got a touch of the sickness.
Yeah, maybe it's something you ate. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't eat anything. Can't
Or
be.
maybe something you didn't eat. Yes, that sounds about right. Oh, look, here's the inn. Let's go get that room.
Sure, if you're tired.
Yeah, exhausted. I think we should all have a afternoon nap. That's an excellent idea.
That's not such a bad idea.
Okay, so head into the inn and ask if we can get a. Last time we were here, did we all have our own rooms, or did we share a room?
I
think I slept in a common room.
Yeah, it's only a silver a night if you sleep in the common room. It's a gold for if you want a private room.
Yeah, but I think Arista had a private room.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's stuck up.
Okay,
Yep.
so I'm gonna put him in a private room for now because the state he's in, he's gonna get robbed blind in the common room. So I do book us 3 private rooms for the night.
Of course. Say, you look familiar. Were you here a few days ago?
I might have been passing through. Yes.
Right.
Was that when the goblins were here?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they did seem like an awful amount of trouble. Do you know what that was about?
I hear that it was some sort of revenge attack. Something about killing their messiah or their prophet. I couldn't quite tell. I got kind of conflicting stories.
Who would do such a thing?
Yeah, I don't know. They sure seemed ticked.
Nah. We killed them damn goblins.
Yeah, we did. But we don't know anything about their messiah, do we, Sorak? See? Nothing.
Do we?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Absolutely certain.
Oh, okay. I'm feeling a little foggy.
Yeah. If it's okay, we'll take one of those rooms now because my friend here could do with a little lie down.
Yeah, my friend here, he needs a lie down.
So I take Sorak up to his room and I say, "Look, I'm going to go crash in my room. You just wait here a bit. Maybe just have a rest."
I'm down.
I am so disappointed I'm not with you guys right now.
Yeah.
Okay, and with that, I go back down into the inn and order myself some lunch.
And Sorak, it's a good thing you went to sleep because I was going to have you make a con check to pass out where you were. They're barely getting into bed.
I decided it was time for me to,
Okay, good.
So I'm going to order lunch and some wine.
Okay.
And then wait for Arista to figure out where we've gone, which hopefully shouldn't take too long.
Lunch will cost a gold with the wine.
Okay.
And that'll include that comes with dessert, by the way.
Oh, that's right.
Lovely bread pudding.
But it's a
That's my
prefix
favorite.
menu, right?
It's a what?
It's a prefix menu.
Prefix. I'm not sure I follow what that is.
It's a hoity-toity thing.
Oh. Yeah, you got me on that one. Is that French
I'm just in it. I'm just in it for the bread pudding, to be honest.
Okay. Now you know that bread that's made down in Holmgren. They had the finest wheats down there.
I hear that a lot of things come from Holgrim.
Yeah, it's the agricultural epicenter of the country.
Is their tobacco as good as I've heard?
Oh, I wouldn't say it's the best tobacco, but it's pretty good.
Ah, good. I've got a friend who would be glad to hear that. What else has been going on around here besides the recent mishap with the goblins, of course?
Why don't you roll me a 1d20? Well, if you get a hankering to adventure around here and you head up to those caves, you just you got to be careful because they say those caves are trapped, just full of traps. But I'm not sure you look like the adventuring type. But if you were,
If I were, yeah. But who would trap a bunch of caves? This makes no sense. Why would anyone do that?
well, no, there's traps in the caves. Like if you go in a cave, there's a trap there. Just beware of the traps.
Do you
I
know
don't know.
who's
I'm not
in
sure
the
I believe it
caves?
myself. What's that?
Who's supposed to be in the caves? Who's setting these
Who's
traps?
in the caves? All sorts of creatures. There's ogres. There's goblins. Well, I'm not sure about the goblins because I think they all got killed. But there were goblins, ogres, maybe lizard men.
And don't the local population have concerns about this? Are there not soldiers sent to investigate and clear this place out? It sounds like a lot of trouble just
Oh
waiting to happen.
no, they pretty much keep to themselves. I guess they those creatures pretty much stay keep to themselves. They really aren't a problem. But of course there is the goblin thing. Boy, I wonder what got them riled up. But they from what I understood, they hadn't been seen in centuries. Something must have happened to really get them really ticked off. Boy, there was a lot of them
Yeah.
too.
Well, goblins, it's probably a seasonal thing. Once every so many years, they all go up in a big kerfuffle.
Oh yeah, that could be it.
Like the cicadas.
Every couple centuries, yeah. Well, and of course there's the dust trade. So
The dust trade?
yeah, the dust. The gray dust.
Yeah, I know about it, but what trade is going on with the dust?
Well, it's kind of a common known thing that people mine the caves for the gray dust. You know what the gray dust does, right? So,
But that's from the caverns then, the grey dust.
oh yeah. Oh, you're not from around
Ah,
here. That's right.
no, I don't know this stuff. That's really interesting.
Oh, you've never heard of the gray dust. If you ever heard of the gray dust?
I've heard of it and I've seen some people with it, but I don't know so much about where it came from or how it came about. Is it a new thing, the dust?
I'm not sure. It's been around since I was a young lad. So, yeah,
But
kinda.
but you don't partake, of course.
Oh no, I'm not that stupid.
Yeah,
They say it's not good for you long term. It's like well, they say that about tobacco too, but I think they're full of crap. But
well, that's only good for your lungs, huh? Keeps them well aerated.
exactly, it's good for it cleans out the sinuses and clears your thinking.
But yeah, I had no idea the grey dust came from the caverns. Is there anything? Do you know who's doing this trade with the caverns? It must be very dangerous if there's these creatures up there on traps.
I'm not really sure. I know that there's people that's what they do. They go up there, they mine, and they from what I can tell or from what I hear, it's gray dust. That's some potent stuff. It's worth a lot. I could see why they do it, but if you go up there, just remember those caves. They're trapped.
Do you know any of these people who trade dust or mine dust from the caverns?
Well, no, it's forbidden to be in the keep. So I mean, I don't really consort with those kinds of people. But
Yeah, but you
there's
might know where they hang out. Where if it's not in the keep, are they in the local area? Is there Just if I want to check out the caverns, someone who has some experience of the area would be invaluable.
Well, probably get in trouble for saying this. There's a couple of folks that regularly visit the tavern. They probably know what's going on. I think they have a secret dust habit.
This dust, does it have any slang names? Anything that people usually call it, except the grey dust?
No, just the gray dust. Again, I wouldn't know. I'm not really a dust fiend.
Okay,
All right, so as an aside, guys, are any of you carrying bundles of dust?
No, I'm not. I think you were the only one who
Okay.
carried some. So
let me double check. I'm not.
Okay.
Somebody is.
The party is. Party has 16 pouches of it.
Okay, so we do have some, but nobody is owning up to having it.
That seems normal.
Oh, you know what? I'll be carrying all of it. I have 5 pouches in my own personal inventory, so you just give those all to me, Mark.
Okay, and we can remove the box with the black shard from the party list because that's long gone.
Yep.
The strange robes, I think you had those as well, Arista.
Yeah, but I think that we got rid of them, didn't we, when we asked about them at the... Now that we know what they are, we don't need them?
Yeah, so we got rid of those, so we can lose the box, we can lose the strange robes. The open valuables box of small black marbles, I have no idea what that is.
Oh, the black marbles. Oh, I don't remember what that's about. Oh, and
And the hexing dust, I think you had that, Arista, didn't you?
Okay, I'll put the hexing dust in my inventory.
So the only other thing in the party list is the small black marbles. I have no recollection of what that is.
I don't remember where we got those.
You do remember or you don't?
I don't. I'm looking through my stuff. I remember when we got them, but we didn't know.
Okay, well, they are something to ask Evander about as well, then, whatever they are. Okay, so yeah, I thanked the guy and I said, if there's anything else you think I should know about the caverns, or if you know anyone else who can tell me more about the caverns, do please let me know.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Thank you. And I slide a silver over to him.
Wow, thank you. That'll let me buy something nice for the missus,
Treat her good. Treat her good.
Oh, always.
Okay. So, yeah,
right.
And then, like I said, just finishing off my lunch and my bread pudding and waiting for Arista.
Mark, if you want to clear out the party sheet, all that stuff has been accounted for now.
What, the black marbles you've got as well?
Yeah, I put them all in mine.
Okay.
And the strange robes.
Yeah, we got rid of those because now that we know what they are, we don't need them.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's back to you, Arista, because Sorek's sleeping. Right. I'm enjoying my bread pudding.
So are
You're
we
watching
all,
a blacksmith melt down some metal.
Yeah, are we all ready for our meltdown?
So a half hour later, he's you could see him clearly putting the things in a big crucible, and then he pours them out into some tray to form ingots. You will notice as he put each one in that there was a lot of sparking, which actually took him by surprise as well. And he'll sort of give you a sideways glance, like a popping, kind of like almost like a sparkler.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of popping and shooting sparks.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Okay.
kind of goes on throughout the full meltdown process. But
Mm-hmm. But it eventually stops and
eventually
okay.
pours the iron out into some ingots, and then
Mm-hmm.
he says, "There, you happy?"
Very. Thank you so much for taking care of that.
Well, my pleasure.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Well, since the forge is hot, let me get to work.
You betcha.
He'll grab something long and metallic and start, throw it in the fire.
Excellent. You have a fine day.
You too.
All right, so I'm going to head back to the tavern.
All right, you'll find Vartan thoroughly enjoying something looking like bread pudding.
Oh, that looks good. I could use. I could handle some lunch myself.
It's delicious.
I'm gonna order some lunch.
All right.
I think Sorek drank his lunch. He's having a nap upstairs.
Oh, a nap, huh?
I've got you a room here as well. So we'll stay here the night, I think, before we start our journey. But it's starting to sound very interesting about these caverns near here.
Excellent, excellent. I'll inquire about the horses.
Yep, I've got the horses. 3 fine horses, one each.
Uh-huh.
And you know that grey dust that you've got?
Yeah. I have like what?
Apparently, it's strictly not allowed inside the keep.
Oh.
And it comes from the caverns.
Oh. Hey. Great. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, so keep it quiet, but it might be worth finding out if there's more people here who can tell us about these caverns, because it sounds from Sorek, he's saying there's some rich woman being held prisoner and some other very slurred things about the caverns, but yeah.
Wait, there's slurred things about the caverns?
Well, the
Or he was
slurred
slurring things about the caverns.
slurred things about everything that Sorek says at the moment, but
Gotcha. Okay. So the things are not slurred, but the things that he's saying are.
yes. And apparently the caverns are full of traps. That much I managed to find out, but
full of traps.
traps.
Wonderful.
Are you any good with traps? Because I don't have a bloody clue.
No, I don't know. Well, I mean, I suppose I might be able to tell if any of them are magical, but that's about it.
I think we're going to need to be able to find someone who can deal with that sort of thing before we head up there, huh?
Yeah. Oh, we're heading up there?
Well, given all the things I'm hearing about it, it sounds like it's certainly somewhere we should check out, huh? Especially if there's some woman trapped up there.
Yeah? She of some importance, or?
Well, according to Sorek, she's some rich woman, but
well, that certainly makes
doesn't make her important, huh? But let's go see Evander first. Maybe he can shed a lot more light on everything. Did you see Priest?
No. I just got rid of those collars. They're gone.
Oh, that's a relief. What about we should check on Menlaus as well before we leave the keep.
Yes. I think we should. Actually, how about we let Sorek sleep this off? We'll go check on Menlaus.
Yeah. I'm just going to have a second portion of this bread pudding though first, if that's all right.
Okay.
But you're going to get your own, so I'm sure we have time.
Okay.
So that's an extra bread pudding for me, please.
With a glass of milk.
2 bread puddings and a glass of milk. 3 silver, please.
Well, my bread pudding comes with mine.
Oh, that's right. 2 silver.
Okay, I'll pay the 2 silver.
Okay,
So-
and I already paid you back all the gold I owe you.
How much was that?
76.
Ah, 1 more. Okay, thanks for the room. Yeah, that's very kind of you. I was paying for the rooms, but if you pay me back, that's fine too.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll finish our lunch, and then we're gonna head over to check on Menlaus at the temple.
Okay. You notice that the bread pudding, too, it just really sits heavy. It's really thick. The bread it's good, but it's just kind of...
We're
Very
sleepy
filling.
now.
What's that?
We're sleepy now.
No. There's really no such thing as insulin in the in this campaign. But if there were, all right. So you head to Priest to the small
Mission.
mission, and the young acolyte who greets you at the door sees you and then quickly kind of shuts the door. You can see he's like not enthused to see you. Actually looked a little bit scared, but he went inside. He's like, "Oh, what was it?" And he goes inside.
Oh, can we have thought to have brought some food?
Sure.
Okay. Maybe some of that bread pudding.
You know, it's the bread is from Holmgren, right?
Right.
Okay.
Everything is from Holmgren.
They have the best bread.
They have the best everything. Okay, so you're gonna bring some bread pudding.
Yeah.
I don't know how many you want to bring, but they're a silver a piece, so I'll let you.
How many at the mission how many are there at the mission? Like 20?
Oh no, there's maybe 8 plus Menlaus would make it 9.
Okay. So, yeah. I'll get a gold's worth of bread pudding.
Okay. So, all right. So anyway, so a moment later, you see Priest at the door, and he'll say, "Oh, you're back so soon. I didn't expect you back. Did you? Oh wait, what was your last mission from him supposed to be? Or where was he heading? Were you heading to Evander at that point?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you hadn't quite made it to Evander when
Right.
you brought back a half dead, no, fully dead, half alive.
Yes.
No, mostly dead. Sorry, mostly dead, partly alive. Menlaus
Mm-hmm.
And the shard of evil.
and the shard of evil.
Mm.
Oh, he'll say, "Oh, have you by chance still
Yep.
got the shard?"
Nope.
Oh,
Gone.
phew. Okay, that's fantastic. Were you able to dispose of it?
It's been dispatched properly and appropriately.
Oh, okay. Well, please come on in. Come on in.
Yeah. Here, have some bread pudding.
Oh,
It's
fantastic.
really good. It's made with bread from Holmgren.
Fantastic. Unfortunately,
I brought
today
enough for
is a
everyone.
holy fasting day.
Oh,
I wonder if it'll keep till tomorrow. Boy, this would be
I'm sure it will.
great after morning prayers. I tell you what. Well, I'll have one of the young acolytes take care of this. But thank you so much.
My pleasure.
He'll. Well, yes. If you want to see Menlaus, just here, follow me, and he leads you back to a room at the back of the church. And you see Menlaus, who's looking very pale white.
Oh.
And he has several bandages on his body.
Glad to see you alive, my friend.
You feeling any better there, Menlaus?
He slowly shakes his head no.
No.
He points at his belly.
Are you hungry?
No. Shakes his head no.
No.
So
Makes like a breaking motion and points again in his belly.
Remember, he was his entrails eaten.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we were thinking of heading back through the woods, and if you want to join us.
Oh, he shakes his head strongly no.
You were a very good guide, very helpful. It is a shame.
Go ahead.
It is a shame what happened to you, though. It was a terrible accident.
He changes from shaking his head left to right to now up and down. He points again at his stomach. And he's back to shaking his head left to right.
Yeah.
Do the priests think they'll be able to fully heal you?
He sticks his hand out flat and then sort of shakes it left to right, like so.
Maybe so.
Maybe
Yeah.
Arista, anything you're going to say to Menlaus?
No, just well, there's. If my understanding is, there's going to be a nice, tasty surprise come morning.
he sort of shrugs his shoulders.
Oh.
He points again at his belly. He makes that breaking motion again.
Stomach's broken.
He nods.
Yeah. Do you eat it all now?
He sadly shakes his head no.
Oh. Can you drink?
A little bit. Shakes his hand.
I'm gonna lean over to Veriton and very, very quietly whisper in his ear. I wonder if he can smoke.
This is for Evander.
We can get more.
So, Menlaus, do you ever partake of tobacco?
He shakes his head no.
Okay. I was going to bring you some, but if you don't smoke, then no value. Is there anything else we can get for you?
He shakes his head no, and he points again at his belly. Makes the breaking motion again.
Yeah, we got that. You mean, is there something that you need that would unbreak it?
He makes the praying motion. Puts his hands together in a praying motion.
All right, then. Okay. Well, maybe we shouldn't keep you from your. What is it? What is it he does? His prayers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shouldn't keep you from your prayers. Well,
glad to see you're looking a lot better than last time when we saw you, though.
we'll be sure to come visit you again when we're back in town.
He shakes his head no.
All right then.
Well,
He gives you a thumbs up as you leave.
He's not a fan of you.
throw him a thumbs up back, but
yeah. All right.
Yeah, we'll have to find a way to convince him to come on another trip with us sometime.
Right.
Maybe to the caverns.
On the way out, I'm gonna drop a few gold into the.
We need someone to detect all the traps for us.
All right.
Evander, walk over to that door.
Give the hand.
I'm gonna drop a few gold in the donation box at the mission there on the way out.
Okay. As you leave, you can hear the priest in the back room. No, don't worry about it, Menlos. They won't be bad. They're not gonna. No, you're fine. They won't. Well, you don't need you on anything. You just rest, Menlos.
Poor Menlos.
Well, it was his fault for running off, really. You know.
Really?
If one must point fingers.
We did say stay there, you know.
If he wasn't so weak-willed.
Mm-hmm. That's what it was. He failed to save.
Uh-huh. All right, then. I'm ready to move on.
So Priya says, so are you staying the night, or are you...
We've taken some rooms for the
Oh,
evening. Yeah.
at the inn? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
We
Gee,
were thinking to go and revisit Evander. Is there anything you want us to say to him or send to him?
Well, you know, I know he's kind of fond of tobacco and smoking, and it probably has been a while, you know, if you could...
Yep, that's already taken care of.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm sure he'll be happy.
Well, I do believe we left his gold statue with him last time.
we did.
Will it be a problem to re-summon him?
Oh, you mean it was actually a little wooden carving.
Wooden, yeah.
Oh, wooden carving. Yeah, if we can have another.
1 moment, and he'll have an acolyte. He'll say, mutter something, and the acolyte will return in a moment with another.
That was lucky. Imagine we get all the way there and we're missing wooden carving.
Well, remember the water around him was full of them.
Mm-hmm. I think did you just toss yours in the water as well? I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sort of like a coin in the wishing well, right?
Yep.
He'll say, "Yeah, here. But maybe this time, if you intend to come back, you could maybe, hang on to it, or."
Yeah, I don't think we were intending on coming back, so.
I know how it is. Well, here, let me offer you a blessing, and may the gods keep you on your ways, keep you safe.
Thank
I'll
you.
offer
Thank you.
each of you a blessing.
Thank you. Well, I think there's not much more to do here, but rest up for morning.
Yep.
Gotta hike.
And you've got lots of book to read, so.
Indeed, I do.
I'm also going to continue inscribing, especially the newer runes that I've learned into my notes. So the rest of the day I'll spend working on my runic notes, and then grab some sleep ready for the morning to head off.
As you're in your room studying, you can hear the snoring of something in a nearby room. Very loud snoring.
Bloody dwarf! I thought dwarves were supposed to be able to drink.
Wait, the dwarf is bleeding?
No, he's snoring. He's been drinking.
I thought you said he was bloody.
Well, manner of speech,
Oh. Some odd speech.
Now, Sorak, you've slept off most of the afternoon. If you want to get up and do something in the evening, you're more than welcome to.
Oh yeah.
More drink.
You're gonna go party at night, man.
Well, of course. What else is there? Because I don't know what the hell you guys have been doing. I'm gonna go try to find out stuff.
You gonna go talk to Menlaus?
One more thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to activate my redirect rune on my rock, freeing up one of my static runes, and then I'm going to re-runify my lure stone.
Okay. Re-runify.
That's all my runes for the day gone.
All his runes for Dagon.
Oh no, I have one left.
All right.
So, Sorak snores himself awake.
Yep. I'm going to groggily go downstairs and get something to eat.
Okay. They serve a full meal for gold. Includes bread pudding.
I don't want the bread pudding.
I will totally take his bread pudding.
Are you going to meet him down at the tavern?
Well, I figure I'm sitting in the tavern reading my book, right?
Oh, okay. Yep. You'll see Sorak sort of not fall in, but almost stumble in. A little heavy-footed.
Mm.
Oh, we should, give me a constitution check. We should see if you have any kind of
Okay.
headache or hangover. Oh, no problem. You got this.
Yeah, I'm a dwarf.
You shake
Come
it
on.
right off. You wake up, you feel refreshed.
Exactly. Ready to rock. Bring it up.
I'm going to read my book on horticulture.
Oh, right. The Cavernum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If anybody comes and sits down near me, I'm going to pull out my book and ask them if they've seen bushes like this before.
No.
So basically, you're in an inn asking people if they want to see your bush.
Yes.
Mommy, that lady over there asked about bushes. What's a bush? She said she wanted something about her bush. Or...
A bush. This bush. Not my bush.
No, I haven't seen anything like that around here.
Mm. You know, for something that's supposed to be ubiquitous.
Well, what do I look like? Do I look like a farmer to you? Wait, don't answer that. I do look like a farmer. Well, I ain't a farmer. How would I know nothing about no weeds?
All right. Well, if I can't find anybody that can tell me about a bush,
Well,
I'm probably going to at some point get up and walk around and start looking for bushes.
so
Or
roll a d20.
Okay.
Beat a 14. This is just a straight roll.
No.
Oh. Yeah. At least for the moment, no one you're talking to seems to know much about the local flora, or at least doesn't recognize the bush. And what is
Well,
Sorak
after a
doing?
little while, I'm going to get up, like randomly get up and walk outside and look at the bushes out front. Compare them to the picture of the book.
No, there won't be any bushes inside the keep walls.
Oh.
I mean, there
Really?
might be
They
a
don't
patch
have
of
any
grass.
landscaping?
No, it's pretty much it's a lot of cobblestone. I mean, there are a few areas where there's weeds poking through here and there, but there are no like potted trees or parks or anything like that.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go hang out near like a peddler, provisioner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does Sorak want to do anything? Oh, he's still eating his dinner.
I'm eating my meal.
Yeah.
Might get a second helping some of the stew or what.
Now, for what it's worth, when Barton was talking with young innkeep about the dust. He did say that there were folks who might frequent the tavern and the evening who might know about that.
Mhm.
All right, and Arista is out heading out to the provisioner or the trader.
Yeah. Yep.
So it being after hours, there is a good chance they'll be closed. What are you intending to do?
I was gonna actually kick around looking for farmers that might be visiting the keep.
Oh, so you're on a quest to have someone tell you about this
Uh-huh.
this small tree. Okay.
Good boy. Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Sorak, want to do anything else other than dinner?
At this point, no. Because after I get done, I might just go back up to my room to clean my stuff, my axe and all that. Just get my armor ready, because I imagine we're going to be leaving the next day, so I want to be prepared.
Okay. That
Staying
sounds like
sober
you.
this time.
Okay. I'm sorry, what'd you say, Jen?
Staying sober at this time.
For now.
There's
This
always
time.
breakfast.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought too. I didn't want to say anything, but
Till it's breakfast, yeah. Yeah. Can't
all right.
say...
What's
Yeah.
it?
Nope. All good.
Okay, Arista, you happen to catch the provisioner as he's sort of locking up for the evening,
Mm-hmm.
and if you go to ask him, he will say, yeah. I've seen these. There's some that grow out not too far from the keep, actually.
Oh.
If you go back down the road that leads away from the keep,
Uh-huh.
you go off the road, maybe
Uh-huh.
15, 20 yards. You'll see there's some low-lying bushes. I think these trees grow there.
Oh, good. Okay.
But
Thanks.
most people avoid them. They have a very bitter taste, so
Yeah.
But
Okay.
maybe you'll have some way to prepare them that takes the bitterness out. No one here likes that, so.
Yeah. All right. Good to know. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks a bunch.
Well, thank you. All right. Well, I'm off to.
I'm gonna give him a
home
tip.
That's the second time I've been tipped today. That's you. It's nice when visitors, tip their local townsfolk.
Well, make sure you visit Holmgren a lot.
Holmgren?
I'm-
Oh no, I
I'm sorry,
avoid
not
that
Holmgren.
place. Oh, the keep? Yeah,
Yeah.
you meant the keep. Yeah, Holmgren. I avoid
Yeah, I want to go
Holmgren.
to Holmgren right now. I hear it's pretty bad off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, someone pissed off the goblins.
Pissed off the goblins? The cave
Yeah.
goblins?
I don't know. All I heard was the goblins.
Oh. Well, I thought the goblins got taken care of the other day.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, weren't you here? Yeah, I recognize you. You're that wizard lady.
Oh. Yeah, you got me.
What do you mean I got you? I don't understand. I don't got anything. What do you mean I got you?
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, guys, I need a quick bio break.
Well, I think we're about ready to wrap up because we're a few minutes to
Okay.
go here. So I thought maybe, can you hold for 2 more minutes?
No, but
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, if you.
No, but I have an empty mug next to me. So.
All right. Go ahead, Jen. We can wait a few minutes. I'll make sure Varatan didn't want to do anything else other than.
I've got you on my phone, so I'll just mute and listen to you guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
as long as you mute her.
Yeah, exactly. Suddenly, in the middle of the night, you hear a very large water sound. All right. Other than what was it, Dagon, the Dagon, and the runification. Any other plans?
No real plans. I dropped down to the back down to the main room for dinner in the evening, so I'll have another meal. Just check out for any more rumors that anyone's talking about while I'm having dinner,
Okay.
and then call it a night to try and be well rested for the next day for the travel to Evander.
Okay. I'll give you one roll for the rumor. Well, these things roll right off my screen sometimes. 19. I don't know why you guys are always talking about those damn caves. You know, nobody has ever returned from an expedition to those caves, so why are we talking about it? You and I both know you good people that go never come back.
What sort of people go over to the caves?
What's that? Oh, what do you mean what sort of people? I don't know.
Well, you say nobody comes back, but what sort of people would ever go there?
Well, I don't know. Crazy folk, adventurers. There might be,
There's some overlap there, huh?
yeah, funny elf. Yeah, you know. Well, and then there's, of course, there's that gray dust thing, but I'm not so sure that's coming from the caves myself, so.
Well, yeah, if you say nobody comes from the caves, there'd be no such thing as grey dust, eh?
Exactly. See? Well, you elves are smarter than I thought you guys were. See,
So
the
where
elf
do you
catches
think
on. What's that?
Where do you think the grey dust comes from?
How should I know? I know it comes from that general area, but you know, if it's coming from those caves, I don't know how they're making it out of there. Cause those caves, you know, they got traps and ogres live in them caves. And of course, the goblins. Although, well, you sort of took care of the goblins, I think, if I heard right. So ain't no more goblins to worry about, or maybe there is. I don't know.
Yeah, goblins and ogres. Don't know why they're tolerated.
Exactly. Well, who cares? You know, they generally keep to themselves, except for the other day when something pissed them off real rightly.
Yeah, that's a strange turn of events. I don't know what they thought they would gain by trying to attack a keep like this.
Exactly. See? Maybe that's the reason why people never come back from those caves. Maybe the goblins get them. I don't know.
Yeah, they must be pretty violent goblins to try attacking a keep. So yeah, a person just traveling to their area, yeah, they're gonna get chewed up.
Yeah, exactly. See, guys, this elf gets it. You guys are all just a bunch of losers.
Cool. So not much news about the keep. Okay, with that, I'm gonna go get some more rest for the next morning. So we'll all be well rested, ready to face the covens of witches that are going to be between us and Evander.
That is right. It is a dangerous journey. If experience teaches you anything.
And who was it attacked us out in the open last time? Was that just bandits, or it was bandits, wasn't it?
Yeah, you've been attacked several times with bandits.
Yeah, the keep needs to get that under control as well. Huh? Not acceptable having bandits all around the area. One day I'll get a word in with the guy running this show and express my displeasure with their inaction towards these things. Okay, Sorak, everything fine with you, or is there anything else you need to get sorted before the next morning?
I'm good.
All right, so
Next Sunday,
next Sunday.
I'm not sure how my availability will be because I've been asked to work next Sunday. Now I'll be working from 7 a.m. until I don't know when, likely 7 p.m. But that might mean that I am somewhat tired by the evening.
Sure, yeah, I get that.
So next week I might not be able to make it. But
Okay.
it's maybe, maybe not. I should be able to give you something, but your time Sunday morning, but my time early evening. So maybe 5 hours before the session, I'll have a good idea of whether I'll be up for it or not. So it's up to you whether you want to keep it or whether you would rather just say, okay, wait till the next week.
Why don't we keep it? I mean, it's I guess it's up to Sorak more than anything, but I think from our point of view, we'll be here. So
okay, cool. And
thinking-
I'll let you know, like I say, about 4 or 5 hours before the session, I should be able to say whether I can make it or not.
Yep, sounds good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I manage to get someone starting next weekend, that'll be fine. I think if you're not able to be there, you wouldn't mind if we start someone new, right?
No, that'll be good, and they'll need to be brought up to speed and stuff anyway, so that'll take quite a bit of the session, I imagine.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm having heard what I've heard about the caverns. I'm starting to lean more towards we need a rogue. We need a rogue.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I will try to look for then.
Agreed.
And who knows? You
Okay.
can always go back and talk to the to Priest and tell him to command Menlaus to go with you. So
Yeah, Menlaus, the not quite a rogue.
Right?
Jen, you will be happy to know. I there wasn't a whole lot of there was a little bit of RP and more provisioning and stuff and rumor gathering, but I did award 50 XP.
I listened.
apiece.
Oh, I
Ooh,
didn't catch that.
just 50 XP apiece. Not much help to me. What about you, Sorak? 50 XP help you out much?
No.
No? Oh, well, so, see, just 50 XP didn't really help anyone, did it?
No, not at all. Didn't help a single person. Of course. Wait a minute. Did you say 50, Mark?
50.
50, yeah.
You're 5 short now.
Uh-huh.
I thought I might leave you with that little gift, Arista.
Thanks.
No problem.
Are you really 5 XP short?
Yes.
I thought you were 50 short. I thought this pushed you over the edge.
No.
No, she was short by 55.
Oh, that's brutal.
It is. That's my husband too,
Exactly.
Just saying.
It's because it's your husband.
Yep.
You know what? I think actually I did make a note of all the generosity. So why don't we do 5 more?
Oh, look at that.
We'll say for alms giving in the keep.
Okay.
You guys have been very generous to the local folks, and they've.
It was your bread pudding gift that pushed it over the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh, did it not do it? It did not do it.
It did not do it.
Hang on. There we go.
Oh, there we are.
Right on the nose.
Why didn't it skip me up to level 3?
You gotta do that by hand.
Okay. I did it.
So in the morning you'll feel just a little bit wiser.
It's because I've been reading that book.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
There you go.
Just because it ups your level, that doesn't mean anything else is tweaked. So make sure all your other your hit points and everything else is manually adjusted.
Yep, I'm working on that right now. What is my hit point?
Okay. Well, thanks for being patient with us. Next week, assuming we do all play together, then should be closer to on time next time.
It's all good.
Yeah.
So next week we're starting at the same time. So half an hour later than we used to. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Cool beans.
All right.
Thanks so much for the session. I think we're all set for an exciting journey next time, so it's all good.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Yes.
And
Right,
these
see you.
rumors of the caverns are exciting too. So
Very cool.
Yes. And next week I can maybe share more coherent rumors.
Right?
Yeah, I want to know if you actually correct any of those rumors when you're sober next time. Or if you
We'll
just-
see. Because it might be some of them I heard wrong because, well,
you were.
I was sloshed to begin with.
There you go. I should
We'll
keep that
see.
in mind. How drunk
I
you are when the rumors recede.
I put a mark next to them.
Okay.
And I put a D, meaning I was drunk when I heard this.
Okay. Well, I'll let you off the hook this time. Everything I told you was pretty much straight out of the book. But yeah, going forward, if you get drunk, at some point, then the rumors might get twisted. I'll keep that in mind. So, all right.
Yep.
Well, thanks, guys. We'll see you soon.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
Yep. See ya.
Thank you.
thanks. Bye.